Hello, how are you? Today is 19 April, so this is a new record of we trade Bitcoin. This channel, the purpose of this channel is to create it. I created for one who want to earn more Bitcoin, for the trader who trade Bitcoin to earn more Bitcoin. You can trade with your own Bitcoin. You can trade with some stable coin, whatever you want to do. Okay, let's get started into the market today. Today I will look into the big picture of the cryptocurrency market. Here, this is coinmarketcap.com. So I suppose that you guys all know about this website. It should be the first place that you can look into Bitcoin price. In general, we will look at this. Sometimes it gives us some information. Of course, Bitcoin always number one all the time. Price in 24 hours increased 4.3%, and in Ethereum, one of the stable coin USDT Tether. And this is interesting. The number 4 is BNB. So we have to keep our eye on this. Why? BNB is going to number 4. So maybe if you know about it, please give me some comment. And yeah, because BNB is coins for exchange used in Binance to be trading fees, and also used for gas fee on BNB Smart Chain. So it's gonna be something because BNB going up to number 4. Okay, next we have another stable coin number 5, USDC, XRP, Solana, Terra. We will look into this until number around 20. Okay, Cardano, Avalanche, Doge, Polkadot. Terra is also stable coin number 13. 14 also stable coin, Binance USD, Shiba Inu, Wrap Bitcoin number 16. Near, Polygon, Ghost, Chronos, and then DAI, also stable coins. So in top 20 we have a lot of stable coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of stable coin, including 2 Bitcoin. We have Bitcoin here, and then we have a market cap of Wrap Bitcoin at number 16. So we can say like in everything in top 20 is dominated by Bitcoin ecosystem, is Bitcoin and stablecoin, right? So compare to Bitcoin dominance and stablecoin and all the altcoin or shitcoin that we call, they are so clear that we see that everything is just lead to Bitcoin. But this is another point that we have to consider. So the question is why we have 5 of stablecoin on top of the list here. Maybe that could mean we are having a lot of stablecoin, a lot of cash waiting on the sideline to get into this cryptocurrency from today. We can interpret it like that, or it can be something else. It can be people cash out to stablecoin and waiting for the next aggressive bull run. So let me know what do you think about it. Let me know in the comment. Okay, now and then we go back to the chart. Okay, this is weekly chart. Nothing changed so much since last week. 2-3 days ago, price moving around the same level, around 40k. And the topic today will be like this: be careful, be careful both sides possible, because right now Bitcoin is moving in mid-range. It can go lower, it can go higher at both sides, so we have to be careful. But no one knows what's going to happen. I don't know too. So if someone knows they're going to be a millionaire, but this is how we are working. We are looking into the multiple scenarios that are going to happen in the market. As a trader, we have to react to each scenario correctly and smart. Okay, so first I want to talk about my another channel. So here I have my channel on Patreon. I have Patreon page. So in this channel, so you can subscribe. Right now I made a discount 30% for subscriber. We have 3 package from 3.5, 14 and 35 per month in this membership. So what you can expect to see is the deeper and more details in technical analysis of Bitcoin price, including intraday. I will change the, how to say, like if anything change in a day, during the day, I will update on Patreon and upload it to you guys immediately, so you can react right away on the price, so you will able to make money up and down in real time. For this case, in example, so I have a intraday tool yesterday. So anyway, okay, let's get back to the price. Here, this is weekly chart. This is weekly, so let's zoom into weekly. In this video, I will make it very simple, because when I do analysis, I will do it very simple, one by one, and connect all the data together and analyze the possibility. Okay, first we look at the price. We look at the price from 2021. Let's start from 2021. This is clearly bull market, right? 1 week after week after week, we only see price go higher, making higher high and higher low, right? We have only 2 weeks that price slow down, make lower high, higher low, and lower high and lower low, and it's continue rose to the top, and then corrective wave come in play. We saw price correct down, lower high, lower low, and then next week lower high, lower low, and then this is, I want you to spot this first week of this area after price correct down to 30 or to 29, right? We see price making inside bar. This is called inside bar. Okay, next time, if you have time, I will try to make a educational video about explain into the details about inside bar, how it's important, or it can be support and resistance, how you can learn from it. But today I will talk about the price. We have first inside bar, and we have another inside bar. This is price squeezing, because when we saw price squeeze like this, we can assume that the seller don't want to sell at this price anymore, and the buyer also don't want to buy at this price. So this is why we can see price is squeezing in, it's not going anywhere. And then price after third week, price move again lower and higher and lower and higher and lower and higher. It's like chop up and down, and everyone up in this level lost money until at some point price going bullish again, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low again, higher high, higher low, and then correction, higher high, higher low to the top, right? So we're gonna use the same information in this Bitcoin price history to predict the future. So first thing first, when you trade Bitcoin, when you trade anything, so you should look at the nature of the price, how it moves, and then you can assume it's going to be more likely to be the same way. Maybe it's not, it doesn't have to be the same way, but we need to have a system to trade, right? So you're not just like say, oh, Bitcoin price is going to go to 100k without any structure or system that you can say. People can say whatever they want to say, but we are trader, we trade for the money. We should have a system, we should have a structure that how you can call it sideways, how you can call it lower trend, higher trend. So let's do this. Okay, I will look at this chart from the top. We see the same thing, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, low, and then make inside bar, price stop moving, squeeze, and then break down, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low again, and then price stop squeezing in this around this area, and then price move back up to 48, and then lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low again. This is important. So we are here. If you look at the weekly chart, right, on this week, what we see here, let's zoom in on this week. What we see is the highest of this price in this week is higher than 50%. Let me zoom in. You can see this. The top of this week, yeah, let me make some drawing. Okay, the highest of this week is higher than 50%, and lower of this week is lower, right? So this is interesting. The higher of this week is higher than 50% of previous week. So we're gonna look at to the historical data. How many times we found the price go back up higher than 50% of previous week? And let's see. Okay, if we go back up here, okay, we see this in January, between end of January, we found this one. This price was higher than previous week. All right, and then when we go back, where else we can find? Maybe here. Is it higher than? No. Is it? No. Okay, here. Okay, this is higher high. Okay, we not count on this. Okay, what about this? This is about 50%. I think should be around 50% here. Price in this level. Also 50% come back up, and then where we can find it, 50% of previous week. No, we don't see it. Okay, what about here? But is it week up? Yeah, let's count this, but because of this is higher than 50%, right? Okay, now we found here 1 2 3 4 times that price. Okay, let's go back a little bit more. If we see price higher than 50% of previous week, what about this? Is it corrective wave? Yeah, we can count these two because this is also higher than 50%. Here 5 times 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 times of price weekly chart higher than previous week. And then what else? What next? The next candle is the price going back lower and then bounce higher to the bull market, right? Bull run 3 week continue. And then okay, this price next week going back down, squeeze, going back up, failing, going back up, failing, going back down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, but what we know is they are not going down anymore. And then next week, next time here, price going back up, 3 week continuation, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 in a row, and then come back down here, price going down, no, not go, it did not make lower low, only 1 week lower low, and then the price moving in a range sideways and then bounce back up. Okay, from here, let me delete the drawing. Okay, from here, if we assume what's going to be next, what is going to be next from historical data, I think the possibility of this should be 2 scenarios. First, okay, price can be lower here, price can be moving, the candle can print like this up and down for a few weeks, 1 2 3 4 5 6 weeks. That's possible because if we look back in April of 2021, we have seen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, around 10 weeks price is moving sideways, right? If we look at from the beginning of sideways, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, oh, this is so long, the price moving in this area, and it cannot go down anymore. Also, it cannot move higher, so I mean this could be potential strong support for the price. Means the seller don't want to sell lower than this area anymore. At the same time, buyer, they're still afraid to buy at this level because they think it might be too high to make profit, or whatever reason, we don't know. Okay. This is first scenario that I think it's possible to happen, is moving sideways up and down. And then another scenario, it could be it can go down one time and then going back up, making higher high, making higher high, making higher high, making higher high, continue for 3-4 weeks. Like this. This also possible scenario that's going to happen to Bitcoin. That is what I think from the previous historical data. Okay, and then I don't think the price will go able to go lower than, you see the green color of support area here that I drew it last time in this area. Every time when price go back below this area, the buyer aggressively bought back up all the time. Same with this level, so we can spot this as a war zone. I call this a war zone when people buy and sell at the same level. Okay, and then go to the smaller time frame. We zoom into daily chart, right? Okay, now we see more information about it here. This is what I want to talk about. Let me zoom into 12-hour chart, right? Every time when price touch the support area, it bounce, touch the support area, bounce, resistance, push back down, resistance, push back down, touch, bounce, touch, bounce. This area is, I call it significant support in this mid-range, because it seems like it influences the price so much. Every time when price touch here, it push back down or it push back up. So I found one thing interesting, and I have posted on Patreon. You can see yesterday I questioned about this bullish diversion. I found some small bullish diversion in 12-hour time frame, and I questioned it, what if the price bounce back? And it did bounce back. Yeah, congratulations to anyone who follow me on Patreon, so you should be in profit by now. And then let's see what next. The difference on this video on YouTube and in Patreon, because in YouTube I will make once a day of analysis, and I will try to make it simple. I will try to make it easy to understand on the bigger time frame. But on the Patreon page, I will go down to 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, depends on the market situation. And then okay, let's go back to see the 12-hour time frame here. Let's talk about this bullish divergence, right? So I found this small bullish divergence here. At first, I'm not sure that the price going to react on the momentum. This is the momentum. This is the momentum of the market. That when people are buying, the momentum of the buyer are coming in higher than the seller. The line will moving up slowly, so we can see the trend of the market. And when this line RSI moving down, so we can understand it as a domination of the seller are dominate the market right now and push the price down. They are selling the crypto, they are selling Bitcoin. And then after 11th of April, I found this RSI going back up slowly and slowly here. But at the same time, let's zoom in. At the same time, we see the price is going back down, right? The meaning of this is between of these two set of data. I call it data because if you see the price as a data, when we analyze the Bitcoin price, we call it, this is the first set of data is the price data. This is the another set of data is RSI data, which is come from the momentum of the market. Now, right now, what we see is we have two sets of data which is conflicted between each of them, right? One data say this data is going down and this data is going back up. So what we're going to do with this situation? So I assume the momentum always win. Sometimes people just panic and then sell, that make the price going back down. But the momentum is always reflect the whole market sentiment, right? The momentum of the market is important. So I assume this is going to be a bounce. So it is bouncing right now from yesterday, but in next 12 hours we have to look closely because we also have this resistance above, and this resistance also important because if when you look back up here, when the resistance is failed in first time and this resistance becomes support to push back up. So here small bounce, here also small bounce. So I think this resistance is also significant resistance. So we can assume that in next 12 hours or tomorrow, price here could go sideways like this, not going anywhere. Or if it push back down here until it make lower low. So we have to be cautious about the bear market. Or in next 12 hours, it might trying to break this resistance. So this could be potential bull market, right? And both scenario, let me paint it again. Both scenario that price might chop in this area up and down, didn't move anywhere, or price will continue to make higher. Both of these scenarios have a 50% chance to happen. Why? Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, when we zoom out and when we look at the RSI below here, we look at RSI below here. RSI means the market sentiment, the momentum. The price can go higher or lower, but the RSI also can make the market momentum lower here until we can see momentum going down to this level. It means oversold, right? It can come to oversold area. This also possible in this case, or it just go back up from here. So when we see this means okay, momentum possible to play out in this two scenario, up and down, right? Up and down. The price also able to print in two scenario between sideways or go back up And then in this case, like I said, I don't think the price will continue to go lower, because of when we look at the weekly historical data, it doesn't seem like price go lower from here. All right. Okay, remove this. Okay, what we going to do next? What we are going to do next as a Bitcoin trader? So I have two scenarios and how to react to these two scenarios. When we zoom in here, you can see the very tiny zone here can be support and resistance. And yesterday on my Patreon here, I talk about this level. I get into long here, scaling in, but when the price shows that it holds this area, it could not going back down here, and it makes this zone becomes support. So it could be potential that we can scaling in long to get more profit in the future. And then here it's playing out right now. We have to look closely at this 12-hour candle. This is very important. If the price hold in this area, so we can assume it's more likely to go up from here, right? And if it break down below, it can go below in this zone, or it can even go lower. So we should wait. In this case, we should wait until we see this next 12-hour price data shows us more, and we can have more clue into this to analyze the price. So we should have system. Don't use your emotion to get in. Like, okay, you know this price is look very bullish. If you look at this 3 week after, this is bullish candle, right? But anyway, if the price end up here and could not go down lower than this, of course we're going to ride the trend to go higher. Because why? Because these people who bought at this price in previous months, who bought this, they are not willing to sell or let the price hit stop loss in this zone anymore. They want to make profit. They want to sell. They hope they can sell it higher and higher. So this is about psychology of trader. So when you read about it, when you know, you can assume like, okay, if the people who bought in this area want to make a profit, so you are not the first one, but you can ride the profit up here, right? I will wait this 12 hours to show me that it is bullish or it is bearish. So I will wait. I will not get into the position until at least next 4 hours or 12 hours to confirm that the market is stop dumping. This is what I want to say to you. So we should wait. If you get in, by the way, if you follow me on Patreon, you should get in at this level already, and by now you have profit. How many percent? You should have like, let's see how many percent of profit you have. you should have like at the top of 3%, 3.9% already. And if you take a profit here, you make 3.9% yesterday. And if you don't, I think this is not a very good place to get in unless the 12-hour chart show us that people they are stop selling, and then we can get in here. And when we look at the risk and reward, if you get in here, the stop loss could be here below the lower lows, and we can expect price to go up to hit at least, this is called at least hit this resistance zone, can be 1.5 of your risk reward, not bad. Or when you write it up, if it can break this, you can go to another level, which is 2.9, not bad, right? So we wait for this 12-hour candle to play out. Okay, this is all for today. If you want to know more, please subscribe and support me on Patreon, subscribe on this YouTube, give me a like or comment on anything you want to ask me. If I can help you on this, I will come to reply your comments. And wish you have a good day, all of us. We will earn more Bitcoin. Thank you very much. See you next video.